What did your parents say to you as a kid that still affects you today? Pretty girls don't need brains. That's what my mother told me when I was 9, catching me reading under the covers with a flashlight. She snatched my book away, smoothing my hair instead. Focus on what matters, Ellie. By 13, I knew what mattered. I was on 3 different beauty pageant circuits. Mom spent our grocery money on dresses and entry fees. Smile bigger, she'd hiss from the audience. Arch your back. At home, she'd put me on the scale daily. No one likes a chubby queen, she'd say, cutting my portions in half when I gained an ounce. I learned to survive on Diet Coke and celery. I won my first state title at 14. The crown felt heavy, digging into my skull as I smiled until my face hurt. The night I found Mom's high school yearbook changed everything. She was in the back row of every club photo: debate team, science Olympiad, chess club. Her senior quote was from Marie Curie. When I asked her about it the next morning, something flashed across her face. Pain, maybe regret. That girl was invisible, she snapped, slamming the yearbook shut. No one looked twice at her. She cupped my face with cold hands. But everyone sees you. What she didn't know was that I'd been secretly studying for the SATs between pageants. When my scores came back in the top percentile, I hid the letter in my sock drawer next to the college brochures I'd been collecting. But the night before the Miss Teen America pageant, Mom found them while putting away laundry. What is this? She demanded, waving the Harvard brochure like it was evidence of a crime. You're throwing away everything we've worked for. I stood my ground, shaking, but determined. I want to study astrophysics. Mom laughed, a sharp, cruel sound. Honey, stars are for wishing on, not studying. Be realistic. She tore the brochure in half. No one will take you seriously. Pretty girls don't need brains. I finished. I know. You've been telling me that my whole life. I grabbed my backpack. But what if I want both? Mom blocked the doorway. Where do you think you're going? We have final rehearsal. I looked at her, really looked, and suddenly saw the crow's feet she carefully concealed, the fading beauty she clung to desperately. You were smart, I said quietly. In high school, you were in all those clubs. Mom's face crumpled for a second before hardening again. And no one cared. No one saw me. Her voice cracked. I was valedictorian, and the only thing people remembered was that I wasn't pretty enough for prom queen. She gripped my shoulders. I'm saving you from that invisibility. I gently removed her hands. But Mom, I don't feel seen on those stages. I feel like a doll, a thing. I took a deep breath. Did someone tell you that you couldn't be both smart and beautiful? Mom went very still. My mother, she finally whispered, she said I was too plain to waste time on vanity, so I should focus on books instead. The realization hit me like a physical blow. We were trapped in a cycle. Her mother pushing her one way, her pushing me the opposite, both of us losing pieces of ourselves. So you rebelled by becoming what she said you couldn't be, I said softly. And now you're making me rebel against who I actually am. Mom sank onto my bed, suddenly looking exhausted. I just wanted to give you what I never had. I sat beside her. But what if what I want is different? I pulled out my acceptance letter to MIT, the one I'd been hiding for weeks. Mom stared at it, then at me. When did you even apply? She whispered. How did you pay the fee? I smiled slightly. I used my pageant winnings. For a long moment, Mom was silent. Then she started to laugh. A real laugh, not the practice tinkle she used at pageants. You outsmarted me with my own game, she said, wiping her eyes. She looked down at the acceptance letter again, running her finger over the embossed logo. MIT, she murmured. I applied there once, got into. My heart stopped. You did? What happened? Mom's smile faded. My mother said we couldn't afford it, but later I found the financial aid letters she'd hidden. She looked up at me, her eyes clear for the first time I could remember. I've been so afraid of you being invisible that I never considered you might want to be seen for something else.